You have time. You have the knowledge and the willpower and the discipline to get it done. Your heart, your life, your happiness is your responsibility and your responsibility alone. One day you're gonna realize your life is yours. And there's a lot of people important to you that surround it, but ultimately it's yours. Then you must decide, where do you want to invest this life? Invest in something worthwhile. You have to picture yourself there. Wherever it is, you've got to picture yourself there. Alright, the next step is you gonna believe it. I'm gonna tell you, as a former professional athlete, all we talked about was the next level, and most people think the next level is a cliche. The next level's not a cliche. The next level is a lifestyle. The next level is a tangible place. In 3 years I've doubled my MBA income in the marketplace. That's what I call the next level. See, I firmly believe that making money is easy. I've been in business 15 years, every year my salary and income gets bigger, stronger, and faster. Why? Because I understand the keys to that proverbial next level. You are in charge of your next level. You cannot expect to get promoted to that next level if you are mediocre. Some of you guys are doing 5 million, you want to get to the next level, it's going to require you to become somebody different. If you're at 10 million, you want to get to 20 million, you can, but you must become someone different. 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, 64% of Americans that have businesses break even or lose money, but most people don't have any money and have accepted the fact that they don't have any money. They don't have any leftover money, they're fearful of money constantly, they overspend. They don't know how to produce money, they definitely don't know how to multiply. The land of the brave and the home of the free, it's not even close to the truth. It's just important for people to understand that complaining has no value, and if you complain about not having enough money, work more. If you complain about not having work-life balance, spend more time on vacationing and with your family. It's so simple. Let your actions dictate instead of sitting there and feeling like you're not in control. Poor people say, I can't afford it, I can't do that, I don't have time. It's an escape. I mean, it's easier as that. Can't afford, oh, I got too tired, well, I can't go to the gym, when you could go to the gym, but now I can't. Truth is, I'm just too lazy. Oh, that you money doesn't have value, right? And this is an important thing that most people don't immediately understand, is that money itself doesn't have value. Money is a vector for transmitting value, it's how you express value, but the value isn't in the money, it's in the product or service you bought with it, and it's in the labors you gave in order to acquire it in the first place. That's where the value comes from. There's nothing intrinsically valuable in the money. You shouldn't put money in a house, you should put money in your brand, you should put money in the marketing, you should promote yourself, not put money in where you and the kids live, right? Why is that a mistake? Because it's dead money. I mean, it can't. A house can't make you money, a house does not make you money. The only reason people think a house makes the money is they're comparing it to, if I rent, that costs me money, but you know, if you need to go to a hospital, you don't buy the hospital, you rent a bed to get out of there as fast as you can. If you go on a trip, you go to America and you want to go to Disneyland. You don't buy the hotel, you rent a room, and nobody thinks poorly of that. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna go there and use the place and get out. That's what you should be doing with your living. Find a place where you can rent, pay rent monthly, don't own the house, and take all the money that you would have put in that house purchase down payment. Use all that money to improve your business and yourself so that you can get more money. So I see so many people here, like, I'm gonna invest £300,000 in a house to hopefully make $30,000. I'm not making it, I'ma buy it for 300 or maybe I'll sell it for 600,000, I'll double my money, fixed in one place. By the way, where no money comes to you, money does not go to homes, right? And that's a big thing on your career, moving locations, because people who stay in the same place get too comfortable. If you study wealthy people, they're mercurial, they're moving, they're mobile. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates do not talk about the home they live in, they talk about the places they're going to. They go meet money, they go meet wealth, they go meet connections. People are stunningly accepting of anything if they actually believe. That's the purest form of it. I think I'd be less acceptable if I hedged, I really do. People accept you, people accept everything, just boo-boo, and clearly people react when you're trying to fake something and you've got bad intent, well then that's visceral and we hate. But I actually think we don't give love to the person that actually knows they have it, and they're trying to fake it to conform, hence why I won't adjust to this market all the way because I don't think I'll be respected. I know what my intent is, so why would I be scared? I want to build the biggest building in town, that's who I am, and you know how I want to do that. By building the biggest building in town. And a lot of people want to build the biggest building in town, and you know how they want to do it. By tearing everybody else's building down, poverty has passed on. It's taught in your families and middle classes, taught in families. So the people right now who are sitting at home, who are struggling financially or worried about money or unhappy, they may be making a lot of money but unhappy with what they're doing, it was probably taught to you. Your super ego was taught, get a job, work hard, or you'll never be rich, or the rich are evil, or whatever. Until you change your mindset, your money won't help you right. And we see that with people that win the lottery, people that make more money, they still have the same problem, right? Because they have that poor man's soul, right? If you're poor, you'll always be poor. That's really hard for people to understand. Money will disappear that fast, just like most pro athletes. You know they make millions of dollars and what, 65% are bankrupt 5 years later. It's because it comes from poor families. Now you tell them that, they get very angry at you. Not, it's a rich fault. You know, as you guys ripped me off and government ripped me off, but unfortunately, what Mr. Lipton was saying, it's passed down genetically, that's the frightening thing. And it's interesting when you commit to something, little gifts just start automatically showing up, it's a phenomenal thing. It's happened my whole career. When I fully commit, somebody will bring me something, and then look, keep your eyes open. And by the way, the package may come wrapped in a package you weren't thinking about, hard work or like a voice or like a person. Or you know, maybe from a different direction than you thought, or an offering where you're like, you read something about this and that's not the thing. All throughout my career, it's come in weird kind of ways. If you ask for help and somebody shows up at the door, maybe invite them in regardless of what the packaging is or what you heard about it or whatever, that's really been beneficial them, okay. How old are you? 44. Think I'm 40? Do you know young we feel? It's when you were 26, did you ever think that this is what 44 felt like? No, you thought that that was finished. Yeah, how old are you? Like you think a coordinator's like when I was 25 years old, I thought a 40-year-old was finished. I don't even feel like I'm starting right now. Yeah, but when I was 26, I was in a rush. I understand all of those guys and girls in the streets last night, when you say that to them, their face kind of goes blank because all the stuff they watch, MTV, Musically, is this, it's all about the bling now. And this is now and of this now, you know, and MTV's tame. You start following people on Instagram, and it's a disaster. They're all pushing like, you know, it's all about champagne and private planes and you can get it too, and just sign up for my court like, and everybody's falling for it. So I'm coming out, and first of all I want to be historically correct. Nobody in 100 years is gonna watch that video and say that I was full of crap. I like that, right? Number 2, I want my legend to grow. I'm always fascinated by politicians and world figures like Winston Churchill. His brain continues to grow, right? I want that when I'm dead, I want to be in the ground at peace, knowing my legend's growing. Like I want that in the business world. So I'm giving real advice, and real advice looks like this: when you're 19 and you can spend 7 full years learning your craft, meeting people that are mentors, being patient, and you wake up and you're 26 years old, you have your entire life in front of you and you've done great foundational work to go on and then be successful. You know, I have bad luck too. I've had a financial crash, and so I've had people stab me in the back, but they're all good because I grow from it. That's spirituality, you know. People who are afraid of making mistakes, like they teach in school, they don't have a grow, because spirituality is as good and there's bad, there's right and there's wrong, there's up and there's down. Most people don't want to be right. All I want to be is positive. Well, you can't have that, that's not reality. And the average person, the reason they're poor and they fail, you know, they play it safe, they haven't made any mistakes like they taught in school, that means they don't learn anything. That's where the school systems are actually fundamentally corrupt. It's anti-education, don't make mistakes and don't ask for help. And if I didn't ask for help, I have my accountants, my attorneys, my bank, run all that, you know, I go into business like a rugby team, you know, boom, whoa,